Hello, welcome to our blog. It is Tuesday, September 18th, and I'm feeling much better today.
Yes, I'm feeling much better today.
Yes, we were all both very exhausted, and I think we both probably got a lot of rest most of the evening. So
Yes, I laid around and did absolutely nothing.
Me too.
For like the entire evening. I actually watched the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Have you seen that?
No,
That's a good movie.
no, I think Kevin and I actually had a good time last night because when I got home, well, I'll make it brief, but when I left here, obviously I take from Plymouth Meeting to Springfield 476. So I sit in all this awful traffic, and I don't know if you saw it in it or not, but there's just all this awful traffic. So even as I approached the exit for where my apartment is, I reached the exit before it, which is exit 5, Lima, Springfield. So I decided to get off there, and I would make a left on Route 1, and I was like, oh, I'll find my way to 420, and that'll be it. Well, I did not find 420. And so I ended up turning right. I figured if I just kept turning right and I went in the direction that I knew took me down, that kept me parallel to 476, that I would eventually find it. Well, going through all these towns, awful little towns, sorry if I offend anyone that lives there, I ended up going through Clifton Heights and just all these towns, and I was thinking, okay, well, I'll eventually have to cross over Baltimore Pike, and I'll see it. Didn't see it. Then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll cross over McDade, I'll see that. Didn't see it. I ended up in Sharon Hill, which is north of Glen Olden, on Chester Pike. So then I drove down all the way down Chester Pike and then turn on 420 that way. So I just had a very, very interesting drive home last night. And but by the time I got home, Kevin was watching the Miss America pageant, which was being re-aired on CMT, which is funny because CMT dropped Miss America in a minute, but yet they're more than happy to re-show the syndicated Miss America pageant. And then we watched. I'm totally in love with that guy that does the Leave Britney Alone video. I absolutely think he's hysterical, and I love watching him. He has 66 videos on YouTube, and his name is It's Chris Croker, so you should check him out. He's hilarious. He's ridiculous over the top, but you have to love it. And I love the people that comment on his YouTube because they're calling him all kinds of names and judging him. But you know what? You're watching him, and you're commenting, so his mission's accomplished. I absolutely think he's hysterical. So we watched that, and then we were watching Mommy Dearest clips on YouTube, and people acting out scenes. So Kevin and I have decided that we are going to do Mommy Dearest scenes, and we're going to put them on the blog, because we're so much better than these other people. People just know emotion. They don't try to talk like Joan Crawford. They know the lines. They just don't put the emotion into it.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. So Kevin and I are going to do that. Maybe this weekend, since we have all this, well, at least I and you have all this free time this weekend.
Kevin does not, I'm sure.
Probably. Maybe Sunday he does.
Maybe Sunday.
So we'll see. Yeah, it could be interesting. Could have some actually very interesting, funny blogs going up this weekend.
Yeah, so really nothing happened yesterday, and now I'm kind of in a holding pattern with the event tomorrow, waiting for these emails to come back to me so I can start on this stuff that needs to be done for it. It's just okay, all right, here we go, let's go, and these people aren't, getting back to me as quickly as I would like.
Right.
So that's kind of annoying. We watched the Emmys on Sunday. We didn't really talk about that. We watched the Emmys on Sunday.
Right. I could do a quick review. You could too, probably.
Yeah.
We could do one together. Well, my review of the Emmys was that there were
Did you like the theater in the round?
No.
I didn't
like that.
No.
I was I don't know how I would feel if I was sitting behind.
Yeah.
Because the whole cast of Ugly Betty sat behind. That's one of the best shows on TV. You would think that they would have more prime seating, I don't know. I wasn't sure. But it was kind of cool that they did something. They tried to do something different.
Yeah.
They definitely set it up to be more American Idol-like if Ryan Seacrest was the host. So I think that was maybe where they were going with that. But I was kind of pleased and not pleased with some of what went on. I thought that the Christina Aguilera and Tony Bennett thing was really nice.
It was nice but weird.
It
I
was
just didn't
weird.
understand why it was at the Emmys. Like it just doesn't-
Yeah, but they have to have entertainment.
Yeah,
And
but
he
it
was
doesn't-
not, and his show was nominated for like a million
Yeah,
awards.
it just doesn't.
Yeah, okay. Well, a certain someone did not win it.
That was the end of the night.
That was the end of the night for this girl because I was not happy. And the girl who won, I've never. Well, I'll be honest though, I don't watch any television. I don't watch any of it. You watch a lot
Yeah, I
more
watch
than
a
I
lot.
do, and I don't watch any of it. I was one of those people. My theory about television is that I was absolutely enthralled and engaged in all 9 years of 90210. So from 1990 to 1999, I was, or maybe it was 10 years, 1990 to 2000. I was 90210, 90210. It came on every Wednesday night on Fox. Just watched it from beginning to end. I maybe missed a total of 3 episodes the entire time it was on, and of course I've watched them on reruns since then. That was a lot of investment. Like, that was a big part of my life, and I just have not found a show since then that I can get that much into. The closest thing is Project Runway. But I don't even rush home to try to watch that on time, because I also know Bravo will run that, for hours and hours after it's been on. But I just have not been able to get into any shows. Even Ugly Betty with Vanessa Williams, I just can't get into
Ugly Betty is fantastic. Boston Legal is fantastic. Lost is good, but really complicated to understand. I'm excited to see Bionic Woman. I think that's going to be really good. I'm excited for that. A lot of my shows, like my favorite shows, like probably my all-time favorite show ever was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I loved. I know it's weird. I loved that show. It was so good. And of course it's not on the air anymore. And I kind of get into like the supernatural shows. Like I really like Charmed when it was on, and that's canceled. And so like any show like that. So like Bionic Woman's kind of like that. So that's why I kind of like that show.
Is Heroes sort of like that?
Heroes is very much like that. I love Heroes. That's a really good show. Like at the end of every show, I'm like, I can't wait to watch it. So like that's kind of like a big deal. Right.
So for me, watching the Emmys wasn't as
Yeah,
significant. For you, you could
Well,
understand.
yeah, I mean
and
some of them. I mean like the Grey's Anatomy. I don't really.
The House and
yeah, I just don't pay
the
attention.
CSIs. and all
Anything on
that,
CBS
yeah.
really just not. Really.
But I was super excited that America Ferrera won for Ugly Betty, because I've heard that it is an amazing show.
She's really good.
And Katherine Heigl, I just like her.
She's beautiful.
I like her, so I was excited that she won.
Yeah.
She does do a good job on that show. But I will say that the gays were shut out.
Yeah, they were.
Out of every nomination, they were shut out.
Yeah. Well, they were nominated.
Yeah, they were nominated, but that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Of those that were nominated, I mean, the ones that went on to win, they were just all shut out. I mean, I don't believe any conspiracy or anything.
Yeah.
And I must say, rock on Sally Field.
Yeah, rock on Sally Field.
I adore her, and I was excited about her win just because she's just an icon, a television icon.
Well, we're actually going to have to do part 2 vlog today because that was so much information, and we're obviously very more talkative than we were. So we'll cut this one now, but we'll do another one immediately following it so that we can keep talking about what we're talking about.
Oh, what's the time limit?
Well, we only have we should only do like 7 to 10 minutes, and we're
Okay.
like at about 8, so we probably should stop this one so we can upload it. And then,
Okay, to be continued.
To be continued. Dot, 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 dot.
Bum, bum, bum.